Welcome inside the Lemerand Center tonight as we begin what should be a fabulous night of basketball on the men's side as the Daytona State Falcons at 15-8, trying to defend the home floor as they battle the College of Central Florida Patriots. We're pumped up tonight. Should be a good one. Great to have you with us along for the ride. Alongside Ted Sofianos, I'm Drew Felios. We got a great old school rivalry here with College of Central Florida and Daytona State. Last time these two teams played, it was a great defensive effort by Daytona State, but not enough to take down College of Central Florida. Ted, this is one of the better teams in men's basketball in the country in junior college play.
I mean, an overall record of 875, although Daytona State is over 600 winning percentage, but this team that they're up against tonight is going to put up a heck of a problem for Daytona State.
They've got size, they've got strength, they've got speed, they've got outside shooting. Daytona State, though, one of the best defensive teams in the state, and they're making waves around the country as well. And that's what Coach Eric Pastrana hopes to really thrive on tonight. Guys like Corey Calloway and Carl Genti. He'll shuffle the starting lineup. We're going to get a little bit more into that as this game goes along.
Hey, a 22.4 turnover rate per game for Daytona State. One of the best in the conference.
All right, starting lineup tonight for the College of Central Florida. Maxwell Jr. and Hunt Jr., number 1 and number 11. Also keep an eye on number 21, Canberg Coos. Number 23, Van Turner. And number 24, Carlos Dotson. Also expected to start tonight for College of Central Florida. And there is their head coach. He is a legend, Tim Ryan, in his 15th season. They were national champions back in 2013. They've had 8 All-Americans in his tenure. They certainly have plenty of mojo coming in here to the Lemerand Center tonight.
A recruiting machine. And just to reiterate, the turnovers were forced. The 22.4% per game. I'm sorry, 22.4 turnovers per game for Daytona State are first turnovers from their opponents, which is absolutely terrific. Looks like an offensive foul right there.
So Daytona State coming off a loss on Saturday to Santa Fe, 68-65. Get a look at Eric Pastrana, head coach in his first season. Took the job in June, was late coming in. Only had about a month and a half to sign 8 to 9 players. Had to stock up this roster quickly, and they have had to adjust on the fly. It's been an interesting year for Daytona State basketball. Loose ball now, and now here come the Patriots.
Well, there's a lot of bumping and grinding right there. Need to just settle down.
Knocked away now by Frazier. Let's take a look at that Daytona State roster. Callaway gets the start tonight, number 1. Also 5 Genti, 10 Williams, 11 Jeff Kalengis, and 24 Giovanni Frazier on the floor for the Falcons of Daytona State. And there you see a little sample of that defense here in the opening minute. They are going to be as pesky and as active as we have seen this season here tonight.
Well, you're going to have to see the reverse of the game that we just saw with the Lady Falcons versus the Patriots.
Here's Carlos Dotson on the move. He'll draw the foul and head to the line. That foul's going to be on Frazier, and it'll be his first. So Daytona State at 15-8, Ted. A team that is just now starting to hit their stride. I talked about it being a year of adjusting. They've hung their hat on the defensive efforts that they have been able to put together. Their formula, force turnovers, get after it. They can do that tonight against Carlos Dotson in Central Florida. They're going to be in good shape as 1 of 2 from the line, and there's Maxwell Jr. on the rebound.
Well, there's a turnover right there, just as you had mentioned. Daytona forced it. Good job by the Falcons.
Daytona State working it inside. Just a little short, though. Frazier couldn't get it to fall.
Frazier a little bit upset with himself right now for not putting that ball in the net.
The Patriots have 13 straight FCSAA appearances. They're one of the top programs in the land, and that one out of bounds as Genty stepped on the line. This Daytona State roster, though, Ted, only 3 guys returned from last year. Imagine being a new head coach and Pastrana and having to completely rebuild a roster and not having a lot of time to recruit guys and really stock that talent. They have had to work extremely hard developing this team.
Right, their lineup is composed of 3 freshmen, their starting lineup, and 2 sophomores.
Bryce Williams on the move, and an offensive foul. As positioned that time by Van Turner.
Wow, I was right here seeing that play and in the foreground, and looked like he was still moving his feet. Yeah, Maxwell Jr., I could have sworn he was moving his feet on that one.
Here's a 3. This one's off. Both teams a little bit cold here at the start. Dotson, nice spin move.
There's a lot of agility and finesse there.
Nice take along the baseline, and Corey Calloway has his first 2. Corey Calloway using that left hand. He's 6'3", only a freshman out of Port St. Joe.
He looks good.
Here's Kevin Hunt Jr. That one's off. Bryce Williams the board. Notice Falcons giving up a lot of size tonight. Here's a 3 from Callaway.
That was a nice no look by Bryce Williams, discovering his teammate out there on the perimeter.
Offensive foul going the other way. So Maxwell Jr. that time running over a defender.
Yeah, a bit out of control there, but well done by the DSC defense to hold their ground, not moving their feet. Easy call for the ref.
Daytona State following that loss on Saturday. Coach Pastrana putting his team through the usual grueling practices, getting them ready to have plenty of toughness tonight. You got to be tough if you want to hang with the Patriots of Central Florida.
Well, it's like the word you used before, Drew. I thought it was apropos. Pesky. They got to be pesky. They got to be tenacious, persistent, and pesky.
Patriots averaging 86 points per contest. Daytona State not shabbing themselves at 80 points per game. Nearly knocked away that time, tracked down by Maxwell Jr.
9 seconds, 8 on the shot clock.
Here's Coos stepping back. Can't get it to fall. That's another good defensive job by the Falcons. Callaway trapped. Lost it.
Surprised the ref didn't call one there.
Hunt Jr. Here's Maxwell Jr. He can't hit. Coach Tim Ryan right next to us, Ted, a little bit unhappy.
Yeah, and I to tell you, the shots that they're taking right now, they're pushing them out in the perimeter for Daytona State. And they're boxing them out well. So far, pesky, tenacious, and persistent, Daytona's doing it.
That's going to be a foul from behind.
I see a lot of banging and clanging. I think the refs are letting them play a little bit right now.
At the line for the Falcons, Williams shooting 2.
The Patriots seem to be a real physical team.
Here is Bryce Williams, this young man at the line, one of the best freshmen and all of junior college basketball. He's got offers by Florida Gulf Coast, also Louisiana Tech. His instincts, his floor awareness is what sets him apart. Coach Pastrana giving him the start tonight, basically giving him the keys to the car, Ted, saying, this is your show, young man. Here he is.
And here he is debuting on our first inaugural media night, our first broadcast.
Going to have a big night for the Falcons to be victorious. 4-3 here out of the gates. Xavier Barmore in the game for the Patriots. Another blocking foul is called. Both teams trying to take charges here in the opening quarter.
The foul is on the Falcons, Carl Genty. That is his first, team third.
Genty picks up his
And the
first.
line for the Patriots, Barmore, shooting 2.
Coach Pastrana counseling the referee about that blocking foul.
Xavier Barmore at the line. Sophomore point guard out of Seneca, South Carolina. Averages 8 points per game. Callaway thought about it. Here's Brown. Good
Nice.
movement by the Falcons. And the take, up and in. Kalangis draws the foul, and he's got a free throw.
Kalangis and one. Well done. Aggressive play.
Antoine Maxwell, that is his second, team 4.
Good risk. Let's hope, I'm sure he's hoping for the reward.
Shooting 1.
This is the type of ball movement Coach Pastrana is hoping for. Kalangis, one of those guys that gets so amped up every time he takes the court. Good start for the Falcons.
Yeah, right now, looking really good.
Barmore kicks it back out. Now they'll swing it. Koos. This is way deep.
Reeled it in. Setting up the court.
Rasheed Brown, first guy off the bench for Daytona State. He's handling it right now. Callaway for 3. It's good.
Oh, that was well set up. And I think they caught the Patriots sleeping there.
Daytona State could not have asked for a better start to this game. There's a 3 from the corner, though, as Maxwell Jr. quiets the crowd momentarily.
Yes.
Williams, the freshman, out to Callaway. Good movement. Kalangis for 3.
Did you see the ball movement there, Drew? I mean, it was going around the horn quicker than I could keep up with.
Cannot get it done much better than that. Barmore nearly had it stolen. Good defense played by the Falcons, but Barmore able to take advantage and go down the lane and score. Here's Kalangis. Off the elbow that time, and we're going to have a foul. Coach Ryan is up off the bench. He is incensed right now.
He's a little upset. He thinks he got a bailout, and, you know, the DSC Falcons might have just gotten a little bit of charity from the Zebras.
And the line for Daytona State, Kalangis.
Jeff Kalangis now at the line.
And he's shooting 2.
And a couple players set to check in for the College of Central Florida. There's Coach Ryan, Hall of Famer. Inducted in 2014 by the FCSAA. When you're a Hall of Famer and you're still coaching, that means you're pretty doggone good. Usually that happens well after you retire, but if they say, you know what, let's get them in, that's pretty special.
That is amazing when you think about, you know, the Hall of Fames like the Baseball Hall of Fame. Those guys haven't played for 20 years and they're finally getting inducted. So we certainly have the living legend to our left.
He is in the building tonight. Legend on one side and a guy who just entered the JUCO ranks. There's Coach Ryan, 15 years. He has been on the sideline for the College of Central Florida. But right now, the upstart, Coach Pastrana, his team leading. And we've got a hit on the drive as that was taken along the baseline. There's Eric Pastrana. He spent the last 4 years in Division I basketball, but he is doing everything right here, trying to lay the foundation for Daytona State College. And this team, following his formula, starting to realize, Ted, that whenever you do it like Coach Pastrana wants it, good things happen. That's what happens in year 1.
Oh, exactly. And I got to say that DSC must be happy to have a Division I coach coming over here to JUCO. and, leading the DSC Falcons, obviously to a winning percentage right now in their first year.
First time out of the game. Coach Pastrana says, it's not how good we are right now. That's not what matters most. I want to be the best team in February and March. And that stability, it's coming. It's a process.
Right, he's building. He's building the wave.
And he talked about how becoming great isn't just on the court also. It happens in shoot-arounds. It happens in tutor sessions during the week. The daily expectations of suiting up for Daytona State. That's what these young players are learning right now, and that's the foundation of Falcons basketball moving forward.
Exactly. And as you see, especially these young freshmen and sophomores, and you see coaches like that come into the system trying to build the program, step by step, but also with academics at the forefront as the foundation of how the team moves forward. Great to see. Great to see.
4-point lead for Daytona State. Tough shot off the glass by Mark Gordon.
Tough shot, put it in. Agile, very agile.
Rasheed Brown defending. The point guard, Barmore. Here's Van Turner. That is a deep shot. Steph Curry range. Gordon traveled.
Just thought about what he was going to do a little bit too quickly there.
That's amazing when you look at what this Central Florida team has done. They have won 9 games in a row coming in. They routed the Florida State College of Jacksonville this past Saturday night, 110-59.
Oh.
That's 61 points.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Alley-oop! And to the goal is Jackson.
Just a touch sloppy there from the transition.
Here's Allen. Can't get it to fall. Nice rebound by Frazier. That is tough to guard. They'll tap it back out. The Falcons will now reset. Here's Brown. Gordon
Good fake.
Avoided the travel. And offensive foul. That was a little bit late on the call. And you'd think that maybe it had a chance of counting the bucket, but not going to happen.
Correction, no basket. The foul is on the back.
They will wave the basket off.
First team good. Offensive foul.
That was as much ticky-tack as I've seen all night as far as that call.
It looked like he elevated high enough and avoided the contact. A good acting job sold at that time. Barmore to the corner. Here's a shot from the baseline. Here's Gordon trying to weave his way through. Too much dribbling that time. Intercepted on the other end. Numbers for Daytona State if they can get it down court. And they'll play slow down.
Yeah, coach trying to calm down right now, the atmosphere and environment.
Frazier on the elbow. He'll take that shot.
It was a good attempt. He was in the right space to do it.
Here's Turner off the glass. The three-pointer is good. And it's 16-15. Timeout called with 10:55 left to play in the first half. Drew Felios, Ted Sofianos here at the Lemerand Center. 16-15. Falcons leading by 1. Daytona State tonight. Solid at 15-8 on the season, but taking on a team that is one of the best in the land. The College of Central Florida has not lost to a team from Florida all year long. There are 3 losses, all to out-of-state teams.
They're on a streak right now as well. 9 in a row. Excellent alley-oop right there. But, Drew, I think that was the second 3-point attempt we've seen tonight where it went off the rim. I remember what they used to call that when I played as a school kid. wasn't a good word, but nevertheless,
try
to
find that word for us. I'd love to hear it. Montre Edwards in the game right now. We're in number 12 for the Falcons. Rasheed Brown. Here's Gordon. Good ball movement again. Taken away by the Patriots. And who's it going to belong to? It'll be College of Central Florida ball.
Even though it was a turnover, it was Gordon who came back and made sure that breakaway did not happen.
Daytona State leading most of the way so far. Near steal that time. Good job, good hands by Brown. And we're going to get another foul on the floor.
And they're going to count that one. Well, heck of a play.
That is his first, team 6.
No, that's not going to count. They're going to inbound it underneath the goal. Still 16-15. Get into the big fella. Draws the foul and scores. That one will count.
Yikes. That one had to hurt.
And now you're going to see a line change. Look at this. The entire Daytona State lineup will be replaced. When that happens, I have a feeling Coach Pastrana does not like the defensive effort right now.
Well, what's also something that I noticed is that the minutes per player per game played, it's really spread out across the entire team.
Bryce Williams handling now for Daytona State. Kalangis. Tyreek Singh. Little floater, no good. Kalangis leading the way right now with 7 points for the Falcons. And for the College of Central Florida, 2 players with 5 points, Van Turner and Carlos Dotson. Carlos Dotson heads out of the game. He'll take a breather. Barmore, crossover dribble, 3-pointer now from Jackson. This is Genty. Shot was blocked that time. It'll stay with the Falcons. So Daytona State started fast, but Ted, the last few minutes, they've had a hard time finding clean shot looks.
Yeah, it looks like the Patriots have spread out their perimeter defense a little bit more than a little bit lax when they first started the game.
Kalangis fading away.
3.
Likely 3 free throws coming up here.
The foul is on the Patriots, Rajon Barnes. That is his first, team 6.
Yeah, Kalangis is going to get 3 freebies there.
And he's shooting 3.
Jeff Kalangis at the line. Coach Pastrana says he's like a 5-tool baseball player. Does a little bit of everything. Getting some interest from Austin P. Tough player, rugged player, kind of like a Swiss Army knife.
Right, the utility.
On the court.
The utilitarian. Can play almost all positions, obviously, except for center forward.
And there you see the contact.
Good job at the replay booth. Thanks, gang. Well done. Converted all 3, 4, to be 1 up. Close game so far, Drew.
Barmore pulls up. Oh, that's way off. Here's Williams. Back-to-back shots on both ends. A little ill-advised that time. And now Jackson backs it out. Jackson He'll take it this time. A little bit long. Falcons have it. Started out with both teams shooting pretty well. They have cooled off over the past 5 minutes or so. Here's Rasheed Brown. Callaway will take the shot. Neither team right now can throw it in the ocean. And tripped up. We're going to have a foul on Callaway that time. And Court Callaway may be a little shaking up. He's holding his wrist right now underneath the goal. And now will look towards the bench. He is definitely in some pain.
And that wrist already looks like it's been wrapped up, so he's suffering right now.
Callaway goes to the bench. Montre Edwards comes in. Corey Callaway, guy that slices through the defense, likes to take a lot of risks with his body. And hopefully he can get back on the court soon.
And obviously a pretty decent field goals per game percentage at 41.
Averages 9 points per game. Alexander O'Gwyn, nice looking player for the Patriots, puts it in.
Brown directing the field right there.
Williams.
Now it's Williams, yep.
Shook a few players off, but misfired.
Just a little bit heavy with the touch. He was there. Like you had mentioned before, a lot of talent in that kid. You can see why other four-year colleges are eyeballing him right now.
And just a matter of time before we see all of that come out. Barnes, some nifty dribbling. Playing a little bit too fast that time, out of bounds to the Patriots.
Yeah, I think both teams are doing a pretty good job after that, flurry in the beginning of kind of locking down the penetration.
Illegal screen that time. They've been calling that over the last few sequences. Alexander O'Gwyn moving on the infraction.
Coach Pastrana telling him, spread it out, guys, spread it out.
Here's another three. Falcons misfiring from downtown as of late. Edwards able to track it down, though. Kalangis, good feed underneath. And the finish. Carl Genty scores, and he's got a free throw coming up.
Wow, nifty. He had a few inches of a window for that ball to go through. Here's the replay.
Ted Genty, you notice, number 5, he's only about 6'4", 6'5". He plays down there with guys that are 6'8" and 6'9". He does so much dirty work.
Nifty player, nifty moves, and solid.
Several lead changes here in this first half. Van Turner on the runner. Right now starting to get really physical. Another foul called.
The foul is on the Falcons, Jeff Kalangis. That is his first, team 9th. And the line for the Patriots.
Coach is singing into the zebra's ear right now. Coach Pastrana making a case for why that was not a foul. Actually, I think Coach Pastrana had a better look at it than the referee at that point.
Had 16 total fouls called up to this point. So the whistle has been busy here in the first half. Kalangis, tough pass that time, was taken away. Now Dotson, too much passing.
But as DSC started to converge, they caused that turnover. So good job by the DSC Falcons to basically squelch that breakaway.
(22-21) Falcons trail here with just over 6 minutes to play in the first half. Drew Felios and Ted Sofianos alongside our fabulous crew here at Daytona State College. So there's a nice runner from Kalangis.
Yeah, and it was Fraser who pinned the defense on a great pick right there.
Kalangis really set the tone in this first half for the Falcons. Staying with the Patriots. And now Mark Gordon, the sophomore, checks in for the Falcons. I'd love to see Gordon get into this game more. He is the leading scorer at 15 points a game. Has struggled a little bit trying to adjust to Coach Pastrana's system as a sophomore. You know, anytime you have a new coach come in and players that return that did not commit to play for him, sometimes causes a little bit of dissension, but the Falcons have been able to deal with that, trying to get everybody on the same page. As you look at Tim Ryan and the College of Central Florida, 86 points per game, 47% shooting from the floor, 45 rebounds as well, a +9 rebounding edge for the Patriots. And the Falcons, meanwhile, have run the offense pretty well so far in the first half, Ted. I think so far so good.
Impressive start. Impressive start for sure. And what do you think of Coach Pastrana's strategy to utilize so many players in and out? You know, certainly there were 5 starters, but that's really kind of meaningless as far as his system's concerned.
Yeah. Trying to wear down the Patriots here tonight. Thinks he's got the depth to do it. Here's Rasheed Brown all over Kevin Hunt Jr. Hunt Jr. going to get hit.
Yeah, Brown just caught him a little bit, but the player he fouled made it look pretty good. Got to have a little acting sometimes, get those refs involved.
Kevin Hunt Jr., 6'3" freshman from Little Rock. As Ginty comes back in, Frazier takes a break.
I think I'm watching Coach Pastrana right now in his 3rd round of counseling. And certainly he's gotten into each ref's ear throughout this first half.
Both teams trading the lead over the past 10 minutes. Montre Edwards. Here's Rasheed Brown. Tough shot.
Oh, well done. Nice double pump. Rasheed Brown. Good work on the inside.
Really patient that time, waited for that lane to open, then took it up and in. Patriots want another 3-ball. That one way short. Down the court. Here's Kalangis. He lost it. Can he save it, though? I believe he did. Off on the Patriots. It'll be Falcons ball.
Wow, that was exciting to see. You know, it's kind of like even in football. If you don't look the ball into your hands, you're going to drop it sometimes. Just got a little impatient with the pace of that ball.
Clive Allen in the game right now. He wears number 4. Here's Mark Gordon. Can he get in the scoring column? Not yet. And this foul is going to be on Ginty. That's his second. And now we are in the penalty, so Patriots will get 1-1 here with 4:30 to play in this first half. make that 2 shots. Here's Barmore, misses the first. Two big misses, and Daytona State now tries to build on their lead. Gordon hit. Sends it out to Kalangis. Gordon will take the shot. It's good.
There's hardly any spin on that ball from Gordon. That's hard for anybody to do.
4-point lead for the Falcons. Barmore. Daytona State trying to go on a run here. Gordon tracks it down. 3 on the way from Genty.
Daytona State feeling it right now.
Out of bounds on the save. Allen stepped on the line.
A heck of a try by Allen there. Just caught the line.
Central Florida basketball.
All right, Drew, I'm going to say it again. Pesky, tenacious, persistent. That's DSC's formula right now, to be up by 4.
You know, Ted, you've seen moments where the Falcons look like they're just about ready to just bust the door open. But I think the reason why they haven't so far, and at times this year they haven't, trust. I think still a little bit of an issue. Coach Pastrana says the more we trust each other, the more we have each other's back, that will come. We'll be able to go on those monster runs.
That's right, that's right. And that takes some time. Sometimes a few team breakfasts, a few meals, watching a movie all together, get to know each other.
Yeah, knowing your fellow man is going to be there. Here's Gordon. Allen wants that baseline. Tried the reverse layup. How about great dirty work? And the tip back by Genty.
Oh, he's a worker.
6-point lead for Daytona State. Patriots can't hit on the other end. Tracked down by Williams. Here comes the freshman. Going to the sky. Ball blocked as Tim Ryan charges out onto the court.
Yeah, I think Coach Pastrana might say, hey, 2-on-1s, guys. 2-on-1s, utilize them.
Yeah, that's a play where saw Gordon there, the option. That one it probably could have been dished off, but instead held by Williams.
Yeah, and it was one of those where kind of Williams showed his cards as he was taking maybe 3 steps from the basket. Defender knew what he was going to do. Sometimes you got to do that head fake, a ball fake, something to get the defender off of you. Nevertheless, though, what I'm seeing from Daytona State against a team who has won 9 in a row, 875 percentage win for the entire year, DSC is holding their own. Interesting, no call there.
Easy bucket for the Patriots as Turner puts it in. I have a feeling this is going to be a battle the rest of the way. Clive Allen crosses one home with the left hand.
With a rim around and the basket. He used every part of the rim and the backboard that time. Get that ball in.
Keep in mind, last time these two teams played, College of Central Florida beat Daytona State by 18. There's Dotson banking one home. So the Falcons know what they are up against here tonight. They lead by 4 with 2 minutes to play in the first half. Kalangis thought about it. Now a little stutter step. Genty handed it back. Gordon now. That's what he does best.
That was pretty. That was finesse. That was a 360 and then a spin move and
foul that time as Jackson's going to have free throws. Oh, no foul call. Looked like there was clearly contact as Gordon goes to the bench. Callaway comes back in. Remember, Callaway went out. Looked like he was hurt with that wrist. So good to see him.
Good to see him back, definitely.
Enter the game again.
$15 on the clock.
Straight man-to-man by Daytona State. Barmore. Nice move.
That was pretty by Barmore. Definitely pretty.
Callaway quickly.
And he's going to get 2 at the line.
And the Falcons get down court so quickly, don't they?
I mean, really good-looking team right now. And if, Coach Pastrana right now is, got his CAD design board out and showing a trajectory, obviously they're ascending.
Corey Callaway, undersized player, extreme toughness though.
You see the arc on that free throw? I mean, that's going over the top of the backboard and then.
Averages 9 points per game. Port St. Joe, they play tremendous high school basketball up in North Florida.
Yep.
And they produce another good one in Callaway.
I love that arc. You don't see that all that often.
Lob it inside. Good catch. And a foul drawn by Carlos Dotson.
Yeah, Genty is trying to make an argument for how he went straight up. I could tend to agree with him on that one. And we're right near the subline, Drew, and boy, it's just continuation of players coming in and off for Daytona State.
It's almost like watching a hockey match.
Yeah.
Tyreek Singh now comes in. Carlos Dotson, 6'7". He is a rebounding machine. A couple big misses though there. 1 minute left to play in the first half. Williams for 3. It's good.
Oh, nothing but the bottom of the net. Williams he's got the finesse, he's got the skill, he's got the ball handling, he's got the inside game and the outside game.
Largest lead for Daytona State, but answering quickly was Van Turner.
That was also a nice stroke by Van Turner.
Clive Allen backs it out. 10 seconds on the shot clock. So now 9 to shoot, 14 on the game clock. Got to be careful here, Ted, because no matter what happens, Patriots should get another look at it.
Right, you just want to take that clock down as much as possible. Unless, of course, you have a great opening.
Tipped away. Barmore can't control it, and it goes back to Daytona.
Yeah, Barmore thought he had a good look going upstream. Off his ankle it went.
Shot clock is now off, 7.5 on the game clock. So the Falcons can use the duration here and hold for the last shot. Here's Bryce Williams streaking through the lane and a blocking foul on Dotson. That's a big play to draw a foul on the big man.
With 1.9 left. The big man just came out a little bit to his right to throw Williams off just a little bit and throw the shot off. Great penetration by Williams.
Only the first foul on Dotson. You can see why Coach Pastrana is so high on the talents of Bryce Williams.
They added 0.8 seconds back on the clock, so we're up to 2.7 left.
Look at Williams. A little bit lean as he looks to the next level. Ted going to have to maybe put on a few more pounds, get a little bit stronger. But once he does that, he is going to be a player.
Oh, guaranteed. Yeah, he'll be filling out. He's still a young kid.
Short that time. And the final heave for the Patriots.
You can tell the Patriot player's a little bit discouraged about that.
So first 20 minutes in the books. here at the Lemerand Center. 40-33, Daytona State leading the College of Central Florida. Lots coming up at halftime, including one final play here with 0.4 seconds to go. We are not done just yet. So final heave off the backboard.
Nice try
for Daytona State. And now we can turn our attention towards halftime. 40-33 at intermission. Tons coming up at the half. You want to stay tuned for it, including this special feature on Jeff Kalangis as well as Giovanni Frazier at the half here in Falcons country.
Everything we do on the court kind of relates to the classroom. So if we want to perform good, you just got to practice and just be on time and do things the right way, because the best things come to you when you do that.
Everything compiles on everything else. So getting to class on time, making sure you're doing your homework, that all translate on the court, just talking to each other, communicating, make sure we're rotating, helping on defense, things like that.
Well, I think whether it's a student or a student athlete, I think this campus, I've been lucky enough to be at quite a few, whether it be universities or two-year colleges. And Daytona State has all the resources. It has all the opportunity you can to prepare yourself for whether that be the next level in basketball, any sport, or just being a student.
I like it. It's a good school, a good program, and we're just trying to win games. So Daytona State has prepared me to just be good on and off the court, and just be responsible and be accountable, and just make sure that I'm ready to take my next big step at the next university.
Daytona so far, it's been a pretty good experience. Right by the beach, everyone's really nice. The school, class environment, it's really diverse. Everyone's pretty friendly, get along well. I feel like my teachers and professors, they're all trying to help me, get that degree, so it's pretty good.
I think defensively we've been off the charts. If you want to talk about strengths, we force turnovers. We're kind of a high-pressure defense where we try to get after people and turn them over, and we're actually leading the conference in forced turnovers a game. So that's been our identity. Now I think if we can just share the basketball a little bit more, play a little bit cleaner offense, we can become very, very difficult to play against going into February.
We're pretty good, 14-7 right now. Just trying to win all our conference games, because the best record gets to go to states and compete for the region.
They've been doing well. Obviously, year one is always interesting. We've lost a couple close ones. We've won a couple close ones. So we've gotten better as the year's gone on, and the hope is into late January and into February, we have our most success. But our best basketball's ahead of us. We're improving day by day. And what I tell our guys is, at this point in late January, you're either getting better or you're getting worse, because staying the same is getting worse. So I think we're getting a lot better. The goal here, and it's the reason I took the job, is always to compete for a conference championship. So that's the goal, and it's always going to be the standard here, and it's still within our reach.
We have a lot of young guys, so me being a sophomore, I just have to try my best to lead them and point them in the right direction. We're doing pretty well so far. We're 14-7. Just trying to improve every day.
Hopefully we can make a run at states and also the national tournament in Kansas.
The lucky thing about me is I'm a better coach than I ever was a player, I like to think. The coaching bug kind of hit me when I was in high school. I've been lucky enough to be around some really good coaches, even at an early age. So it was an interesting decision where, rather than play at a smaller school, I decided to go on kind of the manager, graduate assistant track in college and just kind of soak up and learn everything I could from a coaching standpoint, which has kind of taken me all over the country, from Texas to Kansas and back to Florida. And it's given me great experiences. So even though I'm a little bit younger for being a head coach, I've got over a decade of coaching experience already, which is, I think, served me pretty well.
Basketball, I mean, it's just been a part of me my whole life. My older brother plays, so got me to play. And it's just been an area where I was good at, and I could just take my mind off things, and it just became a love that I have.
My love for basketball came from my family. So initially my uncle started playing with the game, and then they kind of just transferred that love to me.
So they are prepared. We have great resources from our tutors, the writing lab, the ASC. There's so many resources here for our guys to utilize, and they have done that. And so I think getting that help and kind of learning how the day-to-day college grind is, not just being a student athlete, not just being on the court, but as well as in the classroom and handling your business. I think it's preparing them for life past here, hopefully at the Division I or Division II level, and then on from there.
Currently, I'm getting my associate's degree, general associate's degree, and then the future hope is to get my bachelor's in exercise science. After that, I plan to become an athletic trainer or a physical therapist. I'm still undecided.
Daytona State's a great institution. We're proud to be here. Tell our guys all the time that they're playing for the name on the front of their jerseys, and it's a college that is just a special place. And every one of these guys that's on scholarship here should be proud to be here, and I'm really proud to lead this program. And it's one of the few places in the country that you can not only do big things academically, but compete for national championships as well.
The Daytona State College of Education is forever grateful to Volusia and Flagler County Schools and our collaborative partnership that allows us to spend this exciting time out in the field working with these wonderful students, doing one-on-one reading instruction 4 days a week.
Daytona State has definitely prepared me for being a teacher with all the field work that we've been able to experience through the program, as well as the support and help from all of our wonderful professors. And being able to work one-on-one with the students has been a wonderful opportunity to experience that already before I get placed in my senior internship.
So today, we're going to learn about something that I think is really fascinating. We're going to be learning about weather balloons.
In the IMES lab, we have state-of-the-art equipment that help us further our research.
Going to be surveying these seagrass beds here at Oak Hills and looking at how they're changing over time.
I love doing this, coming out into the field and actually getting my hands dirty. And
you get to do everything you've ever wanted to do in a marine biology program. You get to go out into the field and actually do the work.
We are truly building a program here for students that are interested in conducting undergraduate research. It's a rather rigorous program for a two-year college.
I'm going out and studying horseshoe crab populations and seeing where their nesting sites are and how often they nest where they are.
The professors motivate us, they inspire us to continue our research and to better ourselves in the scientific community.
This is much better than sitting in a classroom just looking at pictures and listening to people talk. We get to actually feel and see the plants in their natural habitat.
I love this class. I love everything about it, the learning of the names of the flowers. Now it's like putting a name with a face.
Shevsky, and I'm a nutrition professor and sports dietitian at Daytona State College. And I'm here today with two of our student athletes that play baseball for Daytona State. I'd like you to meet Will Arpin and John Ricca, and they're here today to show us how to make an antioxidant smoothie. So guys, tell me, how did you get interested in making a smoothie?
We had Mr. Shevsky's class last fall and for sports nutrition, and she kind of told us about some foods and fruits that we could eat to help our soreness after practice. And of course, we're sore from lifting weights and running all the time, so we thought we'd give it a shot.
All right, and so John, tell us about our ingredients.
Well, the most important ingredient is the tart cherry juice, which has all the anti-inflammatory properties. And then we have frozen berries. We get them frozen because it keeps it cold without having to put ice in it and water it down. And we also can do the same thing with the bananas. We freeze them as well. And milk, to keep it from being too bitter. It makes it taste creamy and gets rid of the tartness in the cherry juice.
All right, so tell us a little bit about the order of adding these ingredients and how you go about making that smoothie.
We first start with our liquid, our 2 cups of tart cherry juice.
All right, and the tart cherry juice has anthocyanins in it, which are antioxidants that are known to help relieve the muscle soreness. Okay, what's next?
The milk.
All right, the milk has a lot of protein and calcium, and as John mentioned earlier, it helps to cut that tartness of the cherry juice and makes the smoothie creamier.
Then we do the bananas.
Okay. One of the things you want to do with the banana is always make sure you get a really ripe banana. You don't want to use a green banana because that'll ruin the flavor.
Now we fill the berries up so the fluid is kind of, so you can see it, so it's nice and thick.
All right, and so we got about 2 cups of frozen berries here. And so you guys were telling me that, what do you do if you don't have those frozen berries? What are some of the things you've done?
Pretty much just add whatever fruit you have lying around. We've thrown apples and pears in there, and everything gets blended up, and it usually tastes pretty good no matter what you throw in there.
Right, and that's great because one of the things about making things at home is taking advantage of what you've got laying around the house. All right, so I think we're ready to blend. All right, here we go. All right, guys, that's looking pretty delicious. So while you're pouring that, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some other ingredients that you can add. So many times athletes are struggling with getting enough vegetables into their diet. So one of the things that you can add into a smoothie would be kale and spinach. And so this is a Power Greens blend. And so when you're making your smoothie, the very last thing you want to add to it is maybe just a couple of handfuls of those greens, and you won't even taste it when you're drinking your smoothie. And the other thing that you guys can add to help lower inflammation and muscle soreness is to add some ginger. So here we have a ginger root, okay, and you can get this anywhere in the any produce department at any grocery store. And what you're going to end up doing is peeling it, and you guys are going to get a chunk like this, and you could throw a couple of those right in. And there's a study done at the University of Georgia that has shown that people or athletes that consumed ginger for 10 or 11 days but in a row, by day 8, notice less muscle soreness after exercise. All right, so just to kind of recap what was in our recipe, we had 1 cup of milk, we had 2 cups of frozen berries, we had 2 cups of tart cherry juice, and 1 frozen banana. So what do you guys think?
Awesome. Very good, yeah.
All right, so you'd recommend that for everybody,
Definitely.
right? All right, so thank you very much. I think everyone's going to be inspired to go out and blend, and I hope you guys will try it.
Welcome back to the Lemerand Center. 40-33 your score. Falcons lead the College of Central Florida Patriots by 7 as we get set for the second half. So far, so good for Daytona State, but still 20 minutes of basketball to play against a tough, physical, and very good College of Central Florida team. Great to have you with us, everybody, alongside Ted Sofianos. I'm Drew Bellio. It's been an entertaining game so far. Lots of lead changes. And how about the surge from Daytona State, Ted, just before the half?
Just absolutely impressive. You know the Hall of Fame coach got to be a little bit nervous right now.
No, absolutely.
Walking around. I mean, he might be sweating bullets underneath that suit that we don't see. But I will say, if you take a look at Coach Pastrana, he's got his guys right now as a well-oiled machine. Looking at about just a few seconds before we play. But again, Drew, you couldn't say any better. Impressive start for the Falcons.
Yeah, it's been outstanding so far for Daytona State, the way that they have handled the basketball. The ball movement has been as crisp as ever. And I'll tell you what, the freshman Bryce Williams got the start tonight at point guard. Were some questions whether he could handle the load. So far, so good.
So impressive. Agile, finesse. He's got the outside game, the inside game. He's making three-pointers. I mean, this DSC team is looking really good right now with a 7-point lead.
Mark Gordon done a good job coming off the bench. There you take a look at the youngster, Bryce Williams. Freshman out of Tampa, 14 points per game. He brings to this Falcons lineup. Daytona State looking for their 16th win of the season. Would be their biggest if they could get it done tonight.
Drew, what do you think, the Hall of Fame coach, do you think he's going to change his strategy right now or keep to the same game plan?
I think Tim Ryan's going to keep to the same game plan. Now watch this second half. College of Central Florida, they pound you on the glass. They are going to really try and hit the Falcons hard in that category. They are such a good rebounding team.
DSC once again spreading the floor. Lots of passes during the possession.
Here's Brown going to the 10, and he scores for Daytona State.
That was actually well defended, but Brown just looking too good.
So good start for the Falcons coming out of intermission, 42-33. Inside to Dotson, and he'll finish.
Oh, got him for a travel.
Rasheed Brown tiptoed that time. The official was right there on top of it as the defender was in front of him. So an unfortunate turnover. And that is the 10th turnover of the night for Daytona State. College of Central Florida has turned it over 5 times. So that is a stat to keep an eye on. You don't want to double up the turnovers of your opponent. Here's Coos, had it poked away.
DSC, one of the best in the conference at creating turnovers. Right now they're at 6.
Now it's Williams, season opening, and was bumped as he tried to turn and attack the rim. Kevin Hunt Jr. commits the foul.
Referees are talking it over.
I think they're trying to decide, is it in the act of shooting or they're going to inbound it? And it looks like it's going to be Daytona State ball underneath. A little bit of confusion here from our officiating crew. And now he will be awarded 2 shots. Go figure.
Well,
and now we switch back again.
Another reversal.
I think Coach Ryan wanting an explanation. As that shot off balance by Kalangis, it goes in.
Kalangis looking good there. Straight right up. Beautiful form.
Van Turner tried to send it inside, and it's out of bounds.
I believe that's 7 turnovers now for the Patriots.
So a 9-point edge for Daytona State. Remember, the top 4 teams playing the region tournament at the end of the season. Daytona State right now number 4. They've got everything to play for from this point moving forward. Here's Williams pull up.
That was impressive how Williams just stopped his dribble and pulled right up rather than committing the offensive foul. Just a little short.
Way deep. Hunt Jr.
NBA downtown 3. Authentic.
Here's Brown. Contact that time. Hunt Jr. going to get called for the foul.
Gotta be careful. Don't get it unsportsmanlike and get teed up, young man. These refs they don't like any funny business.
Kevin Hunt frustratingly comes out of the game. Xavier Barmore will replace him. Kevin Hunt not been able to fully get into this game and a little frustrated by the officiating tonight. Here's Brown.
All right, let's hold the ball a little bit long here.
Callaway. falls to the deck and stepped on the line. I think you're right, Ted. If you are Daytona State, you want to keep the ball moving.
Yeah.
And we got another foul. Starting to really rack up here for the Falcons.
Yeah. We got some whistleblowers going on right now.
Maxwell inside. It was knocked away. Here comes Williams, the freshman. And he'll draw a foul. So the Zebras very busy here over the last few minutes.
Yes. Do you see Williams with the left to right cuts as if he would normally run that way? I mean, it's just amazing.
This one will be an inbound underneath. Rasheed Brown, freshman out of Philadelphia, to do the honors. Williams has shown lots of confidence tonight.
Still a lot of time on the clock left.
Shot clock down now to 10. There's the flasher, and Kalangis can't cash in.
And just lost control of the ball a little bit, and this will be an easy layup.
Barmore has
No,
it
was
denied.
not.
Oh, it's not easy tonight, Ted. Callaway.
That's a kick.
Ain't nothing coming easy tonight, my friend.
How about the pace of this game, Drew? My head's on a swivel.
You certainly have to be on guard here. Fans being treated to a good one. Three-pointer from the corner. Callaway, air ball.
They're going to have to get the...
Nice dump pass to Dotson. He has it blocked. Falcons setting the tone defensively. Kalangis, circus shot, denied by the rim. And now the shoe comes off for Dotson. How about this possession? Turner. Both teams a little out of control here. Kalangis
out of control.
Runs through a defender. Count the bucket and one.
Yeah. You know, that could have gone either way, an offensive foul or a blocking foul, Drew, but ref caught the Patriot moving a little bit to his left.
Take one more look here.
You can see both teams huffing and puffing. Conditioning certainly something that's going to come into effect as you approach midway through the second half.
That was about as crazy a 2-minute sequence as we've seen in a long time. Jeff Kalangis now. Tough, rugged, completes the three-point play.
Converts and one.
So far, Daytona State showing College of Central Florida, you're not going to come into our house and push us around. Barmore, left-handed scoop.
Yeah. An excellent pick set up for Barmore.
Mark Gordon checks back into the game for Daytona State. Coming off the bench tonight, he's adjusted well to the role so far. Little stutter step now from Kalangis. Open man is Genty for three.
Nice try by Gordon.
Here's Barmore attacking. And free throws coming up.
Barmore, an agile player, obviously likes to get into the nitty-gritty, down under the hoop with that.
Coach Tim Ryan trying to figure out how to get to this Daytona State defense tonight. It has caused his team all sorts of problems. Patriots have not looked themselves used to being a real free-flowing team with a plan. Pound it inside, kick it back out to the shooters. Falcons have disrupted that tonight.
You know, and with Coach Pastrana putting an emphasis on defense, and defense certainly can help win games. As you mentioned that word, pesky before. That's what they're doing.
Genty on the baseline. Oh, Maxwell Jr. took a shot as he got airborne. And they're going to get Genty with the foul.
He was high up there. Good thing, no injury on that play. Here's a replay of it again.
Looks like they got Clive Allen, number 4, as he flew in that time. Oh, trying to go to the rim, couldn't finish. And now Dotson in traffic. Three-pointer from Turner. Patriots with an offensive board. Barmore, floater, in and out, put back up and in by Maxwell.
Yeah, I bet you Coach just going to have a quick talk with him. Talk a little bit about boxing out.
I talked about the rebounding, how they were going to crash the boards unlike any time they ever have, and they're making a statement now. I'll tell you what, Ted, this is a key moment in this game. Central Florida is making a run. Can Daytona State answer?
There's 2 offensive rebounds in that, play. Those 2 plays alone right there for the offense, for the Patriots. And, to his credit, Coach Pastrana saw the momentum was shifting a little bit, call the tee, and recalibrate.
Daytona State's got a couple nice wins this year they're really proud of. One over Polk State, 85-47, a beating back on November 29th. No team has beaten Polk State like that. Also, they took down Florida State College of Jacksonville 80-62 back on January 20th. But keep in mind, College of Central Florida beat them by 51 Saturday night.
Well, handily won games there.
But I'll tell you what, Ted, anytime a team like College of Central Florida or any other team has a night where they are not challenged like that, and then they come in, have to go to somewhere else to a team waiting for them, that's when I like the chances of an upset.
Sure. No, good logic Drew there.
Quentin Jackson comes in. Van Turner heads to the bench.
Brown will inbound.
Entertaining game tonight. Oh, it took a little bit extra time. That's going to be a goaltend, though. Count it as Dotson got it on the way down.
Ref size must be real good. I didn't even see that one.
Tim Ryan wanted an explanation. We play on.
He's John, the referee, right now. Didn't like that call.
Business really starting to pick up here. Maxwell into Dotson.
Fortuitous bounces there.
Patriots starting to attack the rim consistently. Gordon. Central Florida picking up their defense. Gordon again off balance. Had it knocked away.
10 seconds left on the shot clock.
Maxwell Jr. right now harassing him.
Tell you, Dotson's just sitting underneath the hoop, daring DSC to come in the middle and try to penetrate.
Here's Gordon now, taking it back out. Falcons have got to keep their cool here in this situation. Kalangis got to force it up. Not going to go down. Patriots can tie this game with a 3 or pull to within 1 with a 2. Bad pass that time. Falcons a chance to run. Here comes Daytona State. Blocked away, but Gordon there for the putback.
On the rebound. Well done.
And a turnover as Maxwell goes over the line. And Daytona State will get the ball back.
I have to say that's good refereeing right there. You don't normally catch that. The referee was right on it.
Falcons get a sure break. See if they can take advantage here. Gordon for 3. Came up short. Didn't follow his shot either.
Another turnover for Daytona State.
Clive Allen now. Open man in the corner. It's good. Kalangis with the 3.
You know the timeout's coming by Coach Ryan. The Hall of Famer is upset.
Daytona State has answered the College of Central Florida. And there you see a frustrated Tim Ryan calling the quick timeout. I told you, Ted, it'd be an important part of this game, and the Falcons are proving that they are up to the task tonight.
Wow. I tell you, the Hall of Fame coach is turning red. He is getting into it right now. We can hear him even with the earphones on. Can't tell you what he's saying. It might be not fit for television.
Well, you got to feel for Coach Pastrana, the work that he has put in, emphasized how important this game is tonight. Keep in mind, last time Daytona State played, it was a disappointing loss to Santa Fe Saturday night. There you see the legendary head coach Tim Ryan letting his team have it. He's much more calm than he was just a few seconds ago, I guarantee you. And you know, it's one thing to be animated as a head coach. It's another thing to do it in a very positive form. And I think that's what makes him such a great one. When he gets after you, you know it's for your best. Coach Pastrana, cool, calm, and collected. The jacket is off, but I guarantee you he knows how important this game is.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. And he's got to be proud of his guys right now.
We've got a good one tonight here in Daytona. Kuss, bad pass. Falcons come away with it. Kalangis, nice pass underneath. And a travel going to be called as Gordon got caught underneath the goal.
Right idea, Gordon, but a little bit too quick with the steps.
Tried the back door. A little bit behind him that time. Clive Allen. Good look! And the put in by Genty. 10-point lead for Daytona State.
I don't know, is it me, Drew, but this Daytona State team looks like they have not slowed down a bit.
Kuss got in the lane and scored.
Nice pull-up by Kuss there.
Big bucket there to stabilize this Falcons run. Mark Gordon hesitated a bit. Pick and roll, works to perfection.
Oh, great head fake. Great head fake there by Jurdy.
Offensive foul. Carlos Dotson got a hand in the back of Genty.
Getting frustrated, pushed him off. You know, the Patriots are not used to losing or being behind with 11 minutes left in the game, 43 seconds. This is kind of like foreign territory to them.
Corey Callaway checks into the game for the Falcons. Oh, what a night Carl Genty has had playing against taller, longer, bigger, more muscular guys down low. He has certainly held up his end of the bargain. Gordon now, whip it around. Bryce Williams dribbled it off his knee that time.
Tried to penetrate and find an outlet. Good defense by the Patriots.
Still an eternity left to play. Over 11 minutes. It's been a good one. Drew Felios, Ted Sofianos. Daytona State 58. College of Central Florida 48. And another whistle. That's going to be on Callaway. Giovanni Frazier is going to check back in. He's the one guy, Frazier, number 24, who's kind of been quiet tonight for the Falcons. See if he can make some noise here in the final 11 minutes. Maxwell with Gordon all over.
10 seconds.
Kind of fades away that time. Dotson, offensive rebound. Sticks it back up, and a free throw coming up.
Boy, Dotson's a big kid. Tough to defend when he's on the inside like that.
Jeff Kalangis having a career night for Daytona State. He's got 22 points. And for College of Central Florida, the leading scorer, this guy, Carlos Dotson. He's got 12 points, make it 13. Van Turner has 12 as well.
Yeah, besides Kalangis, I mean, you've got the points spread out pretty even. So obviously Coach Pastrama's, strategy as far as everybody getting in there be working. Good rebound. Good rebound by Gordon.
The lead is 9. Genty off the elbow. Gordon. That play has worked to perfection tonight, and Gordon will draw a foul. Mark Gordon has had a tough few days for this Daytona State team, and it's good to see him respond here so far. 9 points for the sophomore out of Eustis. Make it 10 now.
Make it 10 with a swish.
Averages 15 per game. That ball loose, and it belongs to the Falcons. So Daytona State will inbound on the sideline now, and it'll be Williams coming over to do the honors. Just look at the size differential now, the players that are on the court. College of Central Florida, much bigger, much more physical. Daytona State doing it with hustle here tonight. It's been a thing of beauty to watch.
Yeah, they're playing small ball and just not giving up on any play. Every 50-50, just chewing it up.
Gordon couldn't hit. Big rebound by Maxwell Jr. And we've got a foul again on the Patriots.
I tell you, if you're a Daytona State fan, you got to like this ref on the far side.
That's going to be on Jackson away from the ball. And we could have free throws here.
Shooting 2.
So Montre Edwards now steps up. You look at this young man, he's almost like a running back in football. Stocky, low to the ground, really plays bigger than his size, though.
He's
harasses
thick.
The ball carrier.
Young man's thick, it's like a tomato can, that kid. Didn't convert there.
Missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Here's Barmore, tried to dish it off to Dotson. Wasn't expecting it. You just have the feeling now inside of 10 minutes, Ted. This could be a night where the Patriots just don't have their A game, and Daytona State could get a milestone win. And another foul. This is on Dotson.
I don't know if it's just me, Drew, but it seems like an inordinate amount of fouls tonight for a basketball game.
They got Barmore that time. It's a second foul. So this is Corey Calloway now stepping up to the line, the freshman from Port St. Joe. Oh, critical free throws missed by Daytona State.
2 bonus free throws there.
Now down the stretch of this game, free throws will be very important. Maxwell for 3.
That was a beautiful stroke for Maxwell.
Big shot by Antoine Maxwell. Gordon, tough shot, gets the roll.
Coach Ryan was claiming that was a walk. Refs didn't see it that way.
Barmore. And a late foul called that time. Fouls continuing to rack up here. Brown checks in as well as Kalanchis.
Looks like a non-shooting foul, though, Drew. Maybe the ref was trying to give him continuation there for the late call.
Remember, the College of Central Florida has not lost to a team from Florida this season. Daytona State, 9 minutes away from dealing them their first L. Dodson, the spin move, and the harm to go with it.
You just got to try to keep your body there on Dodson. Very hard. But he just, he just took the hit and he spun to the right Nice move by Dotson.
Carlos Dotson, 6'7". You'll watch him play, kind of reminds you of guys like Corliss Williamson and Larry Johnson, those guys that not very big, but certainly made the most of the size that they had and were a handful on the block.
And a little tougher to guard because he's a lefty.
Tough pass that time. Kalangis wins it. Gordon off balance. Kalangis. Dotson got a piece. Williams
that's gotta be
inside, draws the foul.
And he'll get 2.
Daytona State did not give up on this possession, even though it wasn't pretty.
Now 3 fouls on Dotson. Coach Ryan, leave him in.
Yeah,
Looks like
I think you're certainly going to leave him in. 8:40 to play. Williams has not had the biggest scoring night, but just his confidence, his poise, leading Daytona State tonight has been a huge difference in this game.
And some of those unseen stats, you know, running down balls, helping to create mayhem on the court with his tenacious defense.
Falcons have been able to keep the Patriots at arm's length. Can it continue? Foul called on the shot. And Coach Pastrana wanted a push off, but not going to get it. Camber Kuss is going to head to the line.
Yeah, I think Coach Pastrana made a good case there.
So here's Camber Kuss, 6'6" sophomore out of Istanbul, Turkey. Also goes by the nickname JB.
Istanbul, Turkey. He's got good skills, that young man.
Six-point game. Coach Pastrana electing to go with a small lineup. It has paid dividends here tonight. Brown now with Genty. Kalangis. He's been the man. Genty draws the foul.
And that'll be 4 on Dotson. Oh, he's calling on the young man from Istanbul. I think Dotson got away with one there. Yeah, shooting foul.
This guy at the line, Carl Genty. I asked Coach Pastrana, who's the one guy that has surpassed all your expectations? He says it has been this young man, the freshman from Miami. Says one day he is going to hire me to do something. In his time here at Daytona State, he's seeking not just 1, but 2 AA degrees, getting the most out of his scholarship. He is the epitome of student athlete here on the East Coast.
Driven and focused. Converted 1 out of 2. 7:50 left in the game.
Daytona State fans just watching that clock. It cannot expire soon enough. Barmore can't get that one to fall. And it'll be Falcons ball.
Falcons a little bit lucky to get the ball back there.
Callaway set to check in. Gordon comes out. It's amazing. You look at this lineup, Ted. There's nobody playing inside for Daytona State. They are simply going with the tallest guy on the floor right now is 6'5", Carl Genty. This is as small a lineup as you can get. Williams, the long attempt for 3 comes off, and Dotson can't gather it in.
Dotson did not look, just like I've said before, you don't look the ball into your hands. It's hard to catch it. Fresh 30-second clock. Guarantee.
Barmore is going to get an easy bucket. Patriots now within 5, creeping back into this one. 7 minutes to play here at the Lemerand Center.
That was one of the first sloppy passes I've seen by Daytona State tonight.
Williams shook off the defense and knocks it home for 3.
A little bit of risk, a lot of reward on that one. 8-point lead.
Big answer for the Falcons. Dotson quickly puts it in.
Put the ball in, ran back to the defensive hoop with a little bit of attitude there from Dotson.
Daytona State now entering the stretch run. 6.5 minutes to play. Brown, good ball movement. Callaway from the corner. Just long. Genty, more great work inside. Left it short that time.
I think he was expecting contact.
Dotson had it knocked away. No call. Wanted a foul. Still attacking. This one comes off and an offensive foul on Turner.
Great defense shown by the Falcons there. You can see the frustration on the coach and on the Patriots' faces right now.
Giovanni Frazier comes in. Carl Genty heads out. Ted, I feel like I'm on a roller coaster here, not far away from Disney World, Universal Studios. This one has been a seesaw battle.
Now, this you don't usually see, whether it's JUCO basketball or even, the big leagues. You don't usually see the players mopping up after somebody's fallen on the floor.
Oh, Jeff Kalanja's doing just that. See the special Daytona State mop there to take care of things. I'm sure the check is in the mail for Jeff Kalanjas.
All right. We got 6:07, Drew, with a 6-point lead, 61-67.
You said it, though, Ted. That's the reality of play at this level. Guys have to wear so many different hats during practice, whether it's making sure water is in the bucket, making sure the equipment's where it should be, making sure all of their X's and O's are taken care of. And right now, that floor, it has gotten a workout over the past few hours. So many bodies colliding.
It's been entertainment nonstop tonight.
Final 6 minutes. Rasheed Brown still working it on the perimeter. Williams pulls up and hits the baseline jumper. All of a sudden, Bryce Williams on fire.
He can just stop and pop like I have not seen.
Barmore's floater. Long. Falcons coming on back. Look out. Lob to Williams!
With authority. With authority there. Wow.
Maybe the play of the season for the Falcons. 71-61.
Drew, I was saying to myself when I saw the ball go up in the air, I said, he's never going to get that.
Maxwell had it taken away. Williams off to the races again. Tried to use his body. Put back up and in, though, as Brown was trailing the play, and Daytona State leading 73-61. Timeout, College of Central Florida.
This has been entertaining.
Here was the play, the alley-oop to Williams, one-handed and stuffed in.
Oh, I could see that 3 more times. That was amazing.
Tell you what, Williams has taken over this game over the past 5 minutes.
You know, these last 2 plays, the stop and pop right there, right at the key, and then this play. I mean, like I said before, I mean, you call them a Swiss Army knife. He's the utilitarian of this game.
Here is another look. Williams, the give and go. Oh, my.
Oh, my goodness. Superhuman effort there. Love the way he just kind of trotted back nonchalantly.
Bryce Williams, only 6'3", elevating. and stuffing. And now the Patriots with the bullseye on their back. 5 minutes to make up 12 points here. It is going to be an uphill climb.
Yeah, you can see the frustrating mounts for the Patriots at this point in time. But I'm sure the Hall of Fame coach has a strategy to combat being down by 12 points.
I'd like to know what that strategy is, because Daytona State owning the moment right now. Kevin Hunt Jr. handling. Hunt. Hard foul that time as Gordon came over.
Got a piece of the ball, but a piece of the man.
That's the third on Gordon. 19 foul as Hunt now goes to the line. Only 5 points tonight for Kevin Hunt Jr., the freshman.
Now you got to box out on this one.
College of Central Florida, keep in mind they've won 9 games in a row. That is at jeopardy right now. They are on the ropes here on the road in Daytona.
Daytona probably going to play a little bit of keep away here for a bit. Unless they have a wide open look, such as that, Drew.
Jeff Kalangis has done it all tonight, and he just did a little more. Another turnover by the Patriots, and Daytona State continuing to pour it on here up 14.
They're showing great conditioning right now as
Ted,
well.
we were in shock during the women's game by what College of Central Florida was doing. Tonight, we're a little bit in shock here in the second game by what the Falcons are doing. As Gordon is going to draw a foul and go to the line for 2.
I think the young men from Daytona are looking for revenge for what happened to the ladies.
Keep in mind also, Daytona State lost to the Patriots last time out earlier this month by 18 points, and they played fabulous defense that night. That just shows you how well they have played tonight, up 15 with 4 minutes plus to go.
Obviously, Coach Pastrana has taken this team to a higher level, a more mature level, and obviously a positive learning curve for Daytona State.
Cross-court pass now. Kuss fires the 3 and hits it. And a quick timeout by Tim Ryan. So not out of the woods just yet are the Falcons. As the College of Central Florida still with lots of time, 4 minutes plus. 13 points, though, not going to come off the board easy, especially with Daytona State playing the way they have played tonight.
I tell you that gentleman Kuss from Istanbul, he's got some both inside and outside skills. He's showing us something right there. I mean, that's some pressure.
Now, keep in mind, Daytona State not the best free throw shooting team late in games. College of Central Florida may try and put the Falcons on the line as much as possible here in the final minutes. Make them win it, or at least seal it at the free throw line.
That's right, Drew. That's a good analysis.
Daytona State has done it tonight with defense. That has been the identity that Coach Pastrana has tried to build, and something that a lot of times you don't see a lot of in junior college basketball. Teams like to focus on their offense. Daytona State saying we're gonna bear down on you on D, and they've done that tonight. 78-65. The small lineup continues to thrive for the Falcons. Gordon trapped and had it taken away.
Surprised, no call there by the ref.
Dotson had it poked away also. And now Williams. Numbers for Daytona State. The lob is coming. Mark Gordon throws it down.
DSC spreading that floor.
Another takeaway. Daytona State has covered the entire floor tonight better than they have all season. An amazing defensive effort.
The move that Williams just made almost made the guy's shoes fall off. Whew.
15-point edge now. 3 minutes and change. Here's Kalangis. Gordon. Looked like he may have been over the back that time. No call. It'll stay with the Falcons. Clive Allen will check in for Bryce Williams.
Looks like they've gone back to small ball again, except for the one player, 24. That is Frazier.
Knocked away. Allen able to get a handle on it. Here's Gordon. Trying to take it strong. And lots of time on the shot clock. Did not have to force it that time. Maxwell left it short. And it'll be Daytona State ball. And Ted, I think it's a moment right now where I know everybody's amped up. If you're the Falcons, you still got to remain calm and under control and try and close this out.
2 minutes, 50 seconds. Here's the replay on that.
Oh. Patriots going to get the ball back here.
No, missed that play, unfortunately. I didn't see what happened. It was an inbound for Daytona.
I was watching the replay as well. You get another look at that Gordon alley-oop. Dotson calling for it underneath. Another three. Oh, Coos is just dead-eye, isn't he? He has got some crazy shooting range. And I guarantee you this last 2:47 is going to be one at the line if you are the Falcons. Well, a reminder, next game here on WDSC TV15, February 7th for Daytona State College as the Falcons will battle the Florida State College of Jacksonville. The Blue Wave coming in here to the Lemerand Center. That's February 7th, right here, same time, same channel.
Be another doubleheader. Ladies play at 6, men at 8. Our second basketball televised set of games. All right, Daytona to inbound.
Falcons basketball. Lots of time on the clock. Patriots will full court press. Kalangis has been the player of the game for Daytona State. Little surprise, College of Central Florida not trying to come up and foul here. I think they want to just try and get a stop, clean. Clive Allen now with 5 seconds on the shot clock, and that's carry.
Coach Ryan was saying all night long it's the first time he called it. All right, 12-point deficit.
Frazier checks back in for Genty. Lots of time on the clock, but College of Central Florida needs a bucket on virtually every possession here. Good defense by the Falcons. Here's Hunt Jr. Foul.
Well, you got to say, Patriots are chipping away at it with 2:05. A couple of foul shots here. Be a long 2 minutes for both teams.
Never count this guy out of it. Tim Ryan, one of the greats. Bryce Williams comes back in. Coach Ryan, national champions back in 2013, has produced 8 All-Americans for this College of Central Florida program. Genty quickly comes back in for Frazier as those two continue to shuffle in and out in Coach Pastrana's lineup. Falcons got to take care of the basketball here. Genty lost it, and that is not a good possession for Daytona State.
No, actually the last three. Last three have ended up with out of shot.
A bucket here by the Patriots makes this really interesting. Long three. It's good. Now it's Gordon. And they're going to reset the shot clock here, as Falcons fans unable to get really comfortable just yet. Still plenty of time on the clock. So now if you're College of Central Florida, you think foul right here if you can't get a turnover. And a timeout going to be called by Daytona State. So 80-73, 139 left to go. And like I said, you're not out of this just yet. You can't just rest on your laurels.
Let me tell you what Coach Pastrana's #1 job is right now. Calm the jitters. 3 possessions, no shots. Losing ball control each and every time, turnover. So he needs to just kind of get them in a place that they can be more comfortable. You know, the Hall of Fame coach right now is looking at his chops. Momentum's in his favor.
Coach Pastrana drawing up the plays for Daytona State. His defense has been fabulous tonight. But can they finish it off? This Daytona State lineup, up and down the roster, only 3 guys returned from a season ago. Not much left over for Coach Pastrana to work with. Also, keep in mind, they lost their tallest player, 6'9" Corbin Merritt, who went down with a stress fracture earlier this season. He's out for the year. His loss makes Daytona State a much smaller team, but they've been able to play through that tonight, and they have played brilliantly, but still 1:39 on the clock.
Right now, just like with any other game, finish it. You got to finish, guys. That's what the coach is saying. Finish, play smart.
Inbound it to Williams. Bryce Williams will attack. Be denied at the rim. And now the Patriots with a golden opportunity. That one wasn't called. Looked like Turner lost it for a moment. Got it back. And the ball now controlled by Kalangis. Who's got it? Another foul.
They finally called a foul.
Just crazy action here over the last 20 seconds.
It's been entertaining. I'm sure the fans, the coaches, and the players, we're all on the edge of our seats watching this one.
The foul is on the Patriots, Carlos Watson. That is his 4th. And the last name from the state, Kalangis.
So now Jeff Kalangis with 2 monster free throws. Frazier comes in. Genty heads out. Kalangis looks down at his shooting hand and says, come on, give me 1 or 2. Short. 7-point game still.
Huge.
Hunt. Here's Kuss. He has been lethal. Not this time. Frazier gathers it in. And now foul as Williams trying to turn up court. It'll be on Dotson.
You know, Dotson thought he had Williams closed down.
And that's the 5th foul on Carlos Dotson. So he is done for the night. For College of Central Florida, he played his guts out tonight.
He's frustrated because he knows that was a ticky-tack foul that he just gave up and put him on the bench. Now this kid, Williams, he shows no fear. I guarantee he makes 1 or 2.
$15 points tonight for Bryce Williams. Make it 16. And a big, sweet 16.
If he makes this one, they're going to need 3 threes if DSC was not to score.
Clutch from the freshman.
Clutch. 9-point difference.
17 tonight for Bryce Williams. Here's Hunt Jr. scoring in the lane. I believe the official called a handoff that time. It got to be a
should
pass.
know better. I mean, those guys should know better.
So another uncharacteristic turnover for Daytona State. And it wraps a gift now to College of Central Florida, trailing by 7.
They're not making it easy on themselves.
Game still very much up in the air. And now two shots coming up.
Yeah, with no time off the clock. This was tragic for Daytona State with no time on the clock. That was not a handoff on the replay. That was not a handoff on the replay. That was not a handoff on the replay. That was tough to watch.
Not a good call by our officiating crew tonight. 82-77. 56 seconds left to play. Tense moments here inside Lemerand Center. Bad pass. Loose ball. Falcons have got it. Williams somehow able to get it back. And again, Williams going to go to the line. So this is the guy Daytona State wants at the stripe. Can he cash in some free throws here? This game tonight, Ted, is going to take a few years off our life, I think.
But I tell you, though, I'm seeing a lot of hacking and fouling that's not getting called, Drew.
Big one for Williams. Barmore comes out of the game. Kevin Hunt checks in for College of Central Florida. This would make it a 7-point game.
They got to storm the barn here.
This is a big one because it makes it a 3-possession game.
Huge, huge. Now what they just can't do is give up an easy one.
Hunt's runner is good. Falcons heading down court. They got 2-on-1.
So took some time off the clock. It's going to be a 2-shot foul.
It was funny. We were watching the ball down on one end, and the foul was called on the other end.
Kalanges gets a chance to redeem himself from the 2 misses from a prior foul line shot or shots attempt.
2 shots for Kalanges. He's been brilliant tonight. Trying to wrap this one up. That clock seems like it has not moved. 44 seconds left to play.
And he executed both. Well done. 7-point game.
Daytona State got to play defense here. Here's a long 3. No good. Right back up by Hunt. Boy, Hunt has been impressive over the last few minutes.
Good rebound. Good rebound by the Patriots. Put it back. Patriot player there at the right place in the right time.
There you see the second try by Kevin Hunt. Seen a little bit of everything tonight for Daytona State. They've led for most of the way. And they've had a little bit of a hard time kind of throwing the knockout punch here, but what else can you expect? College of Central Florida, even though it's an off night, they're not going to go quietly. They are going to make you earn every single point and every single second on the clock.
100% true, and as far as every 50-50 ball, you got to go gangbusters. If you're DSC, and if you're the Patriots, the same.
So Williams and Kalanges have been money at the line for Daytona State. Over the last few minutes, free throws have really helped the Falcons. And I guarantee a College of Central Florida is probably going to try and foul here as they go into the full court press once again. Knocked away that time. Are they going to say it's College of Central Florida ball? Looked like he was tipped away by the Patriots. Five points. Here's the drive from Coase.
Move it, guys.
Williams, three-point game. Had it taken away. Patriots now attacking. Barmore. This for the tie. No good. Out to Jackson for three. In and out. And tipped out. It'll be Patriots ball with 9.6 on the clock. Unbelievable.
Well, I can tell you this. The Falcons haven't made it easy on themselves.
Edwards will come in for Daytona State. Mark Gordon goes to the bench. Edwards gives them a little bit more on defense. 9.6, though, and a bad pass.
Huge.
It'll be Daytona State ball. So now all you have to do is inbound it and simply keep it. You're likely going to get fouled if you're the Falcons. That was a huge mishandle by the Patriots. Here's the inbound. Genty in the corner, and he's going to get fouled with 7.7. Carl Genty with free throws now in a three-point lead.
All he needs to do is convert one. Just one.
Meanwhile, another player fouls out for the Patriots. What a night here in Daytona.
Oh, it's been a pleasure to watch. The athleticism, the finesse, the ball skills, the tenacious defense.
Two big ones here from Genty.
Needs one. He's got the one.
That
makes
is
it a
make
4-point game.
Awfully difficult for College of Central Florida. Timeout called by Eric Pastrana. Now, I guarantee you what he's going to tell his team, Ted. Do not foul when the College of Central Florida gets the ball back. The last thing you want is a foul on a three-point attempt, because then you have a chance at a 4-point play.
Right, exactly.
You give up the three here, but you can't give up four. Meanwhile, Coach Ryan will huddle up his troops. What a basketball game here tonight. Drew Felios, Ted Sofianos, and our crew has done a great job from the start of the day until
round of applause.
Well into the night hours here on the East Coast.
Round of applause to the crew. And honestly, they started setting up way before today. And I know they've been working 16, 17 hours just to make this happen for our audience out there in the greater Volusia, Flagler. Even they're catching this game close to Orlando, from what I understand.
Kids have played their hearts out on both sides tonight. Tell you what, no matter who you're cheering for, you got to tip your hat to both of these teams. They have left it all on the floor.
Yes, definitely, Drew.
Falcons trying to get their biggest win of the season. Carl Genty, second free throw here.
Now, you know, Coach said, okay, if you miss, this happens. If he makes it, this happens. Gave him the scenario. All right.
There's the miss.
7 seconds, 5.
Here's Barmore trying for two. Gets it to go. Only 1.6 to play, though. Gordon. And that is going to do it.
That's it.
The Falcons of Daytona State get the win, 87-85. As they get their biggest win of the season from start to finish. They leave their guts on the court. And what a night here in Falcons country.
I tell you, the Hall of Famer visibly upset on that one, True. But I tell you, he caught some breaks with some inbounds too, so it goes both ways.
87-85, a game that had everything and so much more. Both teams exerting 100%. There is Coach Ryan. He was incensed at the end of the game, as I think he had some issues with the clock that time. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Both teams got some breaks. They had some things that didn't go their way. In the end, the Falcons victorious by 2.
Tough loss. No matter what coach you are on either side, it would have been a tough loss because it was a heck of a game to be a witness of.
There you see Bryce Williams. What a performance from the freshman tonight. Out of Tampa, came up big when his team needed him most, gets the start at point guard. Ted, final thoughts here from Daytona. What a night from start to finish.
Absolutely incredible. And as you saw the beginning of the game and the momentum set by Daytona, you know, obviously being up at halftime, they never relinquished the lead, Drew. And they did that through great strategy by Coach Pastrana, great defense, and some incredible athleticism under the hoops by Daytona State.
Well, we invite you to join us next time, February 7th on WDSC TV, as Daytona State takes on FSCJ, Florida State College of Jacksonville. The Blue Wave come here to the East Coast and Daytona State. Also got Santa Fe on the docket, February 14th. What a night. The Falcons get a huge win by 2 over the College of Central Florida. Hope you enjoyed it. For our fabulous crew here at Daytona State College, alongside Ted Sofianos, great night, my friend.
My pleasure.
I'm Drew Fellio saying so long from the Lemerand Center. The Falcons victorious, 87-85. Have a great night.